Strange news, we only see the clowns. What about the clowns we see in power? The new jokers in a world too weak. There's no deadline for their final hour. Their common sense is like a constant plea. Strange news, the world is set on fire. Strange news, the world is burning down.
We are students of English Philology from Witold Pilecki University in Oświęcim. We prepared this video to support Ukraine and said we are against war because we want to live in peace in the world.
Hello from Oświęcim. I'd like to thank my students of intercultural studies for their empathy and their sense of responsibility. We'd like to show our solidarity and support for the Ukrainian people, and especially for our fellow student Yuliia, who is with us here today. And I think most of us thought that history would not repeat itself, but we had to learn that this is not true. We see atrocities, destruction, aggression, and war crimes in the center of Europe, more than that, in the heart of Europe. And we should do anything to support the Ukrainian people and hope that this terrible war will end soon. We hear now the students reading a fable by James Thurber, The Rabbits Who Caused All the Trouble, which was issued on the 15th of August 1939, just 5 days before the German invasion of Poland.
The Rabbits Who Caused All the Trouble by James Thurber. Within the memory of the youngest child, there was a family of rabbits who lived near a pack of wolves. The wolves announced that they did not like the way the rabbits were living. The wolves were crazy about the way they themselves were living because it was the only way to live.
One night, several wolves were killed in an earthquake, and this was blamed on the rabbits, for it is well known that rabbits pound on the ground with their hind legs and cause earthquakes.
On another night, one of the wolves was killed by a bolt of lightning, and this was also blamed on the rabbits, for it is well known that lettuce eaters cause lightning. The wolves threatened to civilize the rabbits if they didn't behave, and the rabbits decided to run away to a desert island. But the other animals, who lived at a great distance, shamed them, saying, "You must stay where you are and be brave. This is no world for escapists. If the wolves attack you, we will come to your aid in all probability." So the rabbits continued to live near the wolves, and one day there was a terrible flood which drowned a great many wolves. This was blamed on the rabbits, for it is well known that carrot nibblers with long ears cause floods. The wolves descended on the rabbits for their own good, and imprisoned them in a dark cave, for their own protection.
When nothing was heard about the rabbits for some weeks, the other animals demanded to know what happened to them. The wolves replied that the rabbits had been eaten, and since they had been eaten, the affair was a purely internal matter.
But the other animals warned that they might possibly unite against the wolves unless some reason was given for the destruction of the rabbits. So the wolves gave them one. "They were trying to escape," said wolves. And as you know, this is no word for escapists. Moral: run, don't walk, to the nearest desert island.
There has been Russian aggression against Ukraine since 2014. It was just calm before the invasion in 2022. But the wolf pack is not to blame that the wolf pack leader wants a war with the rabbits. The head of the wolf pack forbids his wolves to find out the truth, only asks for help from his friends, the tigers, who live next to the wolves. The rabbits fight for their home and their survival. All the animals of the world help the rabbits in this unjust battle for peace, freedom, and democracy in their home country. The wolves are not even aware of their huge losses as the pack leader tries to cover these facts. The rabbits fight for a peaceful sky above their heads, and the wolves die and surrender in the end. The wolves want to help the rabbits, but the head of their pack is against it. The head of the rabbit pack fights, but the head of the wolf pack hides behind his wolves and his lies. Do we not see the parallels in his history? Glory to Ukraine. Glory to the heroes. Слава Україні! Героям слава!
Well, how'd you do, Private Willie McBride? Do you mind if I sit here down by your graveside, and I'll rest for a while in the warm summer sun? Been walking all day, Lord, and I'm nearly done. And I see by your gravestone you're only 19 when you joined the glorious fallen in 1916. I hope you died quick, and I hope you died clean. Or Willie McBride, was it slow and obscene? Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they sound the fife lowly? Did the rifles fire o'er ye as they lowered ye down? Did the bugles sing the last post in chorus? Did the pipes play the flutes of the forest? And did you leave a wife or a sweetheart behind? In some faithful heart is your memory enshrined. And though you died back in 1916, for that loyal heart are you forever 19? Or are you a stranger without even a name, forever enshrined behind some glass pane in an old photograph, torn and tattered and stained and fading to yellow in a brown leather frame? Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they sound the fife lowly? Did the rifles fire o'er ye as they lowered you down? Did the bugles sing the last post in chorus? Did the pipes play the flutes of the forest? Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they sound the fife lowly? Did the rifles fire o'er ye as they lowered you down? Did the bugles sing the last post in chorus? Did the pipes play the flutes of the forest?
Beendet den Krieg und die Aggression in der Ukraine sofort.
Stop war and aggression in Ukraine, now!
Stop wojnie i agresji w Ukrainie natychmiast.
Зупиніть війну та агресію в Україні.